Hi, you must be here for the latest edition of Worldwide Wide-Eyed. Sorry, you caught me in the middle of signing copies of Soul of the Heel for my millions of fans. Actually, that might be a bit of an exaggeration, but if you got all my fans together, I'm sure they'd easily fill a mid-sized passenger van. Anyway, some of those fans occasionally ask me, Scott, what's it like to be a best-selling author? I think for a minute and then say to them, I have absolutely no idea what it's like to be a best-selling author. I've never even smelled a best-selling author, let alone been one. But if they phrase the question as, what's it like to write a book? Now, that's a question I can answer. And I think about these brilliant and successful and prolific writers, and I'm none of those. But these people who sit down at the keyboard and the cherubim and the seraphim show up and they begin to dance lightly and sprightly on the keys, and the words show up on the screen, and when they finish, the most beautiful and lyrical prose you can imagine is there for the taking, and the author stands up and says, "Call my publisher, I've written another bestseller." That's not how it works for me. In fact, when I write, it's like every word is my favorite, my most important, and my most difficult to reach body part, and it's being surgically removed, and there's not an anesthesiologist anywhere to be found. It is painful for me when I write. So when I explain this to my inquirers, I'm surprised when they say, but none of that comes through in your writing. I'm also gratified it doesn't, because that would make for pretty bad reading. And when I read the comments that readers of Soul of the Heel have posted on Amazon.com, I'm very much humbled by what they've written. They actually seem to like the book. Let me share with you some of the comments that have been posted on Amazon.com by readers of Soul of the Heel. Eberly 1990 wrote, "It is insightful, witty, and always entertaining." The author begins his story by noting an old proverb. He's right, I do. Man plans and God laughs. After reading the book, I can only conclude that God is laughing a lot. Thanks, Eberly 1990, very kind of you. Jennifer writes, "A look at what it's like to leave it all behind to start that new life we've always dreamed of." I think that kind of nails it, Jennifer. Thank you. Magic Pat posted a comment. He wrote, "Soul of the Heel is not a mere memoir. It is a handbook for dreamers." I don't write that well. When I finished Soul of the Heel, I said to myself, bravo, encore. I cannot wait to read whatever project Scott and his keyboard tackle next. Thank you, Magic Pat. And Cher wrote, not the Cher, a different Cher, "Delightful look at the ups and downs of life in another country." Indeed, it is. Friendly Foodie, a reader from Boston, writes, "Scott Bergstein takes the reader on this most personal, engaging, and soul-searching endeavor. The reader can assume the role of armchair expat, living vicariously through Scott's experiences. Or, just perhaps, Soul of the Heel will be the model to enrich and advance your own daydreaming adventures." Thank you, Friendly Foodie, very kind. SB from London kind of nails it. A love story told through eyes still misty with wonder at the sheer luck of having met the love of his life. Read this funny and joyous book. And finally, an Amazon customer in New York City writes, an Italian year in Provence, but better. I got nothing. Anyway, I have to get back to signing these books. So thanks for checking in on Worldwide Wide-Eyed. And if you've read Soul of the Heel and want to leave a review for a video like this that you'll live on in posterity, please feel free. And see you around the world.